Here's what I would do. Doesn't mean it would work, but here's what I would do. Attacking the 49ers defense. I'm throwing deep outside the numbers. I think that is the place. The corners are good. I think Demo's good. I think Charvarius Ward's good. Contested catches, neither one of which are like big interception guys. That's where I'm attacking. Not like long throws. I'm talking quick fade routes. Just like boom, boom. Like I want to attack outside the numbers deep routes. Okay. Now, third downs, I'm running a lot. I am running the ball, not draws, not screens. I am running the ball out of pass heavy sets. That's what I'm going to do. When the Niners do that show blitz and try to bounce out, yeah, I'm running run trap game right there as Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw are trying to get back to their pass sets. That's what I would do. So those are like the two simple ones that I would throw out there and I think would have some success. Now, it's damn good defense. Attacking our offense, simple. I'm bracketing every single play Brandon Ayuk. He's out there, I'm bracketing him, which means I have an inside leverage player and an outside leverage player that are just attributed to him. It's like a double coverage, but inside, outside. Then I'm playing man everywhere else with a middle tier robber right over the ball, kind of 10 to 12 yards, sitting there right over the ball, just reading the quarterback. Would it work? I don't know. But I'm not worried about Debo getting separation. I'm not worried about Kittle getting separation. They are zone killers. I'm playing man everywhere except for a middle robber right over the middle, and I'm bracketing Ayuk. Also, I'm going to pray a lot. that's that's just the truth because I don't think that it would work. It works some plays, but I think that's what the Niners. That's what you would do. Also, D linemen stopping against our O linemen. I am slanting my D line about every other play opposite of the up back. So whether that's Kyle Juszczyk, Charlie Warner, Kittle, whoever is the tight end off the line of scrimmage that does that back block to kick out, I'm slanting opposite of wherever he is. That's what I would do. Would it work sometimes? Sure. Would it work all the time? Probably not. And I'm sure there are much smarter people here that would tell me you can't do that because of this, this, and this. And I think that would probably be right. Chris, he says, John, it's going to be an exciting matchup against the Cardinals, especially considering the 49ers' historical difficulties when facing mobile quarterbacks. We thought this last week. And so the one thing that I would say is, the 49ers, they were planning the whole time that, they were going to be going against this mobile quarterback. And it just never happened. Daniel Jones didn't run the ball at all. And so, yeah, we'll have to kind of wait and see. But the good news is they've been practicing against, this past week, even though they didn't really get a chance to test it out. But yeah, it's a divisional game, guys. The Cardinals are not going to walk in there timid. They're not. Cardinals are walking in saying, we have played with every single team we played, and we blew out the Cowboys, who everybody thought was a top team in the NFL or one of the top teams, right? Why can't we do this against the Niners too? That should be their attitude. I think they're in for a rude awakening because Cowboys are talented and they got a lot of stars on their team. We don't have any soft stars. You heard my rant a while ago. You can't say that about Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Javon Hargrave, Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, Juwan Jennings. It's a bunch of bad A-M-O. Fill in the cuss words. Like, these guys come to kill you. And they know that too. I was in Mexico City. That was a freaking slaughterhouse, man. And we beat them 38-10 in Mexico. Am I thinking we're going to beat them that same score? Probably not. I think it's going to be closer. But winning by 17 points wouldn't be a shock. I'm betting the over on the spread no matter what it is. No matter what it is, I'm betting it. So I'll wait till all the first half lines get released, and then I'll put up a teaser bet, a multi-team teaser bet on there. But I'm going to be betting the over on the thing as well. Yeah, and so we'll see there. We'll kind of go from there, but I like that. Shot J, you heard Big Perm. Yeah, Friday reference. I like it. Like, subscribe, Patreon. The support is much appreciated. It means we win each week. That's right, man. You want to win, you just got to support the show. Let's go back to this. Shout out to Brian W., the man, the myth, the legend. He says, does the Cowboy versus Cardinals game tell you more about the Cowboys or more about the Cardinals? We knew who the Cowboys were. They're soft. I didn't know who the Cardinals were. And I have been very pleased from a football standpoint. Now, the games were bad. You watched that the Cardinals game last week against the Giants. Those were just two bad football teams trying their hardest to lose games. But something they did worked against the Cowboys. And a lot of it was just going against a softer defense that, didn't want to hit. And James Conner just kept punching him in the face. But that's the thing. You look at the Cardinals and what they were able to accomplish. Do you hit the 49ers in the face? You look at the Falcons game last year. I think that's, one of the things that teams might be able to do. We were down 7 defensive starters that game, and we had no defensive tackles. We got all our defensive tackles now, and our defensive tackles are playing lights out. They're playing incredible. So you want to run the ball up the middle against these defensive tackles and linebackers? There is no comparison between what the 49ers have and what the Cowboys have. That's night and day difference. That's JV football versus what. Now, where are the Cowboys successful at? They might have the best defensive end rotation in the NFL. The Cardinals found a way to neutralize that. I haven't seen them really neutralize something up the middle. You look at the Washington Commanders, who the Cardinals played week 1, they struggled with that. That's a similar defensive tackle rotation that we have, right? They got all those guys, those first round picks. That's what we got going on. So I would say Cowboys are the Cowboys. Soft as hell front runners. It's what they are. Now, the Cardinals, I thought were terrible. And they're trying to tank, and they can't even tank correctly. I do not want them to get Caleb Williams. So I would argue we learned a lot more about the Cardinals. Any trade targets you are looking at from struggling teams? Hunter Renfrow. No, not Hunter Renfrow. I like him, but we're not hurting. I want physical wide receivers only, and he's not it. Who I want is Christian Darrisaw. If I could have anybody, the left tackle for the Minnesota Vikings, which they're about to be in fire sale mode. They lose one more week, they're 0-4. Like it's gonna be bad. So we'll see what happens there. But Christian Darrisaw, I would trade multiple first round picks for. And that's just he would be our right tackle. Not that I think Colton McKivitz has been bad, but I think Christian Darrisaw is the top 5 left tackle in the NFL. You allow him to be the right tackle. He fits our mindset perfectly. I loved him coming out of Virginia Tech. He has had a little bit of injuries, but dude's tough as nails. Put him at right tackle. Whenever Trent Williams does walk off, that's your dude. But I doubt it happened. But yeah, we'll see there.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.